Hello, champions. How's everybody doing today? No, you just got off a call with Autumn. Gosh, we have so many good things coming, don't we? With Fruit Punch Energize. What an exciting morning. Oh, I saw an angry face. Who's angry? Take that away. With Fruit Punch Energize, and you've got Ultimate Portion Fix coming, and it's Team Cup Month. Good morning, Sabrina. Hey, Karen. All right. So if you have ever worked with me before, you know that we start on time and we get straight to work. If you haven't, that's your introduction to me. My name is Amanda Dewey. I am the CEO and founder of my team, Rockstar Presenters, and we are a 9-star diamond team, 3-time elite, 1-time premier, Million Club team, and I'm so excited to be here working with you guys today. We have a lot to get done. So first things first, hopefully you have your Success Club system tracker in front of you, or if you use a different tracker, some people like to do like a win the week tracker or something different. Whatever your tracker is, I hope you have it out and in front of you and you're ready to get to it. The very first thing that I want you to drop below is step number 1 in your tracker. Be proof the products work. So I want you to comment right now what workout you did today and what shake you had, or maybe you used Energize and Hydrate and Recover, whatever it was. I want you to comment below and share that right now. I want to know that you are doing the work to be the proof that the products work. So take a moment, comment below with that, please. Oh, that was a weird sound. Ooh, Hallie's rocking her Body Beast with Sagi. Getting ready for the classic. That's amazing. It's interesting seeing your little stickers come up. People are laughing and like, what are you laughing at? I don't know what you're laughing at. Okay. Only one person? Hallie's the only person who's worked out and been proof that the product works today? Really? Nobody else has worked out or done that? If you haven't, make sure that happens. It's only Tuesday. It's probably not a rest day for you, so make sure that you are doing your proof that the products work. We're going to skip forward to number 4. I also want to know for a fact that you have done your personal development today. That is outside of this hour, but I want you to be held accountable to having gotten it done. So again, comment below and share what you did for your, oh, there, I've got some more. I'm just not scrolling. Look at me. Hi, Amanda. Wake up. Look at all of you. Oh, okay. I see it now. I didn't realize I was going to have to scroll and it wouldn't just do it on its own. Okay. Good. Everybody's working out. Got it. Okay. So drop below what you did for your personal development today. This is going to be a great place to spy and see what other people are doing as well. I'm currently reading. I'm always in 12 different places, but the Perfection Detox is what I am currently doing for my reading PD. I'm listening on Audible to Everyday Millionaires, which is another great one. Hey, Jenny. Hi, Christy. So drop whatever you're doing for your PD today. Make sure that that's done. Awesome. And you can spy each other's as you go through. Ooh, I haven't read that one, Kaylee. Yeah, awesome. Okay, good. So we're going to get right to the part that everybody wants to put off. We're going to get straight into invites, okay? Oh, you guys got such good PD. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, we're going to get right into invites. If you follow Brian Tracy's concept of Eat That Frog, we're going to get it done first. So we've got 20 minutes here, and I'm probably going to shave it to 15, but we've got about 20 minutes here where you are going to initiate connections and add followers. So this part isn't necessarily specific invites to anything. It's more of that initial. So you're either finding and adding friends on Facebook. My husband is filming me here taking pictures. He's so cute. You're finding friends on Facebook. You're finding people you want to connect with on Instagram. You're just saying, hey, maybe you're watching a few stories, commenting on the stories, interacting, engaging, trying to get people, of course, to follow you back if it's Instagram. So let's get to that. I want you guys to work, and I'm kind of going to be quiet. And I'm going to keep scrolling so that I can answer questions as they come up on the side. So you may see me kind of working on my phone, but you also may see me scrolling through here to make sure that I'm answering any questions that you guys have. If it was my team call, we would have some music playing in the background, but I know Facebook's a little, oh, hey, Diana, all the way from Scotland. Are you home? Hopefully you're home. Okay, I seriously want to kick off the person who keeps hitting the angry face. There's nothing to be mad about here, guys. If you don't like me, don't watch this. It's okay. Maybe it's a fat finger swipe with an angry face, but someone's really angry. I don't know. Okay, get to initiating connections and adding followers. I don't care where. I don't care if it's on Instagram. I don't care if it's on Facebook. Maybe you do a little bit of both, okay? But we are working. The angry face keeps coming up. I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, angry face. Oh, that's so funny. Kelly Meyer. So for PD items, all I was asking was for you to just comment in the thread here what you did for personal development today. That way that you guys can all just see what each other is reading or listening to. It's kind of fun. I was on I'm going to talk quietly like it changes anything. You can mute me if you want, if you're working on your initiating connections. But I was on a team call last night, and she asked, what's my most off-the-wall suggestion for PD? And she's like the most, like the most random. And I said, I don't even know if you can find it anymore, but I think it's on Bravo. There was a show called $1 Million Listing, and there was a guy who was one of the real estate agents. And I can't remember if he was in the LA team or the New York team, but he got his own spin-off series, and it was called Sell It Like Serhant. And his name is Serhant. Sell It Like Serhant. And that is like the best PD show I have ever seen. He literally goes once a week to someone who has a face-to-face sales job and watches them and then fixes everything that they're doing wrong. And it is so relevant to this business. So if you can watch this old series called Sell It Like Serhant on Bravo, I'm sure you can find it on demand. That's a really cool off-the-wall PD. But Kelly, you were asking what I'm reading. I'm reading The Perfection Detox. Tame Your Inner Critic, Live Bravely, and Unleash Your Joy. It's by Petra Kolber, and it's really, really cool. I would suggest if you ever are going to do the Ultimate Reset, do it with the Ultimate Reset. Might be a really fun time to do it, but it's kind of set up like a 21-day detox where like each chapter kind of builds on itself of detoxing yourself of perfectionist tendencies. So it's a really, really good one. But right now, if you're just hopping on, we are initiating connections and adding followers. Oh, hi, Jeff. Oh, I love you. I miss you. Jeff has been one of my partners in this business for a very long time. Jeff and I have both been here. I've been here for 9 years as a coach. Jeff has been here for, I don't know, more than me. I think he signed up about 6 months before me. So he's probably coming up on his 10-year anniversary. Awesome. Great job, Bridget. Bridget Ebeling. Awesome. Yeah. Minerva, I am going to type that. No? Awesome. I want you to just, that's what I was going to do. I forgot about that. I want you to just drop yeah, there you go. Drop like a smiley face or an emoji or something in the comment box once you've initiated at least 5 connections and added 5 followers. I want you to just put an emoji in the box, please. Also, if you're just joining us, I've asked you to comment in the thread what workout you did today, what products you used to supplement your workout, whether Shakeology, Energize, Hydrate, etc. And then I also asked for you to drop your personal development in the comments below. So whatever you're reading. Hallie's got her goats. You're a goat, Hallie. I love it. Bailey, she's got it. Awesome. Good. Talking to 5 new people. Awesome. Got about 7 more minutes of initiating conversations and connections and adding followers. Cool, Bailey. I hope you're liking Built to Last. I need to grab that one. It's on my list. Awesome. Nice job, Helena. Helena's in the UK. Oh, Nikki. Hey, girl. Hey. Good to you. Hope some of your new coaches are in here, Nikki. Welcoming some new people to the team. Awesome. Hey, Angie. Ooh, Shalene Extreme. Nice. Ooh, Stephanie. Love me the Ultimate Reset. I did it back in December, right before Christmas. That was got great results. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Someone's still sad. Someone's still angry. I don't get it. Keep initiating. Keep chatting. Also, though, when you have a second, I want you to drop a GIF. My team is all about the GIFs. Drop a GIF if you got your Fruit Punch Energize ordered this morning. Oh my gosh, how exciting is that? My husband is a big Fruit Punch fan. And if I was back to 2 scoops, I'm not back to 2 scoops yet since the Ultimate Reset, but if I was back to 2 scoops, I think I would do 1 scoop of Energize and 1 scoop of lemon and 1 scoop of Fruit Punch. I think that could be really tasty. Nice job, Misty, connecting with moms in a local Facebook group. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, going back to strength training after the reset's a tough one. Congrats on NLC, Bailey. That's awesome. Yeah, that is a good idea, isn't it, Hallie? I'm full of good ideas. Nice job, Heather. Using the 5-3-1 method. That's awesome. Good. I'm going to give you guys 1 more minute on initiating connections and adding followers. Yeah. Lots of Energize order. Heather, perfect. That's great. I know it's a little bit easier to add friends on Facebook than it is to get followers on Instagram, right? It's a little bit trickier. Perfect. You guys are doing great. All right, awesome. Let's move on. We're going to do this next hardest thing, and we're going to move on to inviting at least 5 people to join a challenge group or to join a sneak peek or whatever you're doing for coaching invites these days. So we're going to send out those 5. Hey, Tammy, we're going to send out those 5 invites right now. Right now. Hey, Anita. Awesome. So send out 5 invites. Right now, my Team Cup group is inviting to a challenge called Fall in Love with the Skin You're In. And we're really focusing that group on positive affirmations and positive self-talk. Of course, we are driving them to utilize an autumn program. Of course, they don't have to, but since we're going to start the challenge in March, it makes sense to do some autumn workouts so they can get familiar with that. So that's what we're inviting to as far as, hey, Shelly, as far as challenge groups go. Always, always, always inviting to coaching when it makes sense. So get those 5 invites out, and whenever you have 5 invites out, I want you to drop my team symbol in the emojis if you can. Give me a little rock star emoji when you've got 5 out. And then I want you to just keep going. Okay. I personally don't think it takes 15 minutes to send 5 invites. So we're going to just see how many invites we can send in 15 minutes. There you go, Suzanne. I like it. Give it a little shimmy shake. Awesome. Awesome. Great numbers, Crystal. Make sure you're writing down their names as well. Hey, Tracy. Make sure you're writing down the names of who you invite, or putting it into Teamsy, or putting it into Streak, or writing it down on paper. It doesn't matter so long as it's written down. Who you invited, what you invited them to, maybe, etc. So this is probably someone you've already chatted with. Chances are they maybe responded to a poll on Instagram. Maybe they've responded to a post and you're inviting them from there. There's a lot of different places you could be inviting from. But let's make sure you're getting those invites out. And once you've done 5, drop me a little rock star emoji. Or, emoji. There you go. Maybe your team is doing a flash sale, or maybe you're going to do a flash sale. Oh yeah, Misty, that's a great idea. So hard to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. If you're just joining us, make sure you comment with what personal development you did today, and what workout you did, and what products you utilized, so that we are proof that the products work and that we've got our personal development done. Once you've done that, make sure you are sending out those invites. Christina's got 5 done. Amber's got 5 done. I'm seeing those rock star emojis. Good. Now keep going. Send 5 more while we're waiting for everybody else. Send 5 more. Proof you can do at least 5 in 4 minutes, because it took Christina and Amber 4 minutes to get 5 invites out. Great job, guys. Nice job, Kaylee. Nice job, Stephanie. Hallie, great. Awesome. Good job, Bridget. So Connie is asking, do you have these invites already scripted and saved somewhere? Some people maybe do. If there's like a general invite to something, but in general, I think This is my personal opinion. I know everybody loves scripts. It makes you feel super duper comfortable, and it makes you, comfortable. And personally, I don't think people should be comfortable. I think you should be uncomfortable. And that's when we get good at things. So personally, I don't like scripts because it feels awkward to take a script and add it into a conversation that's already happening. In general, I think most people aren't doing a cold invite. They've already connected. They've been talking about something else. And so to take a script that's completely out of context and then put it in there, to me, is just A, lazy, and B, comfortable. So unless I'm looking at whatever conversation you're having, it's hard for me to know what to say next. Like, just look at your conversation and act like a natural, normal person. I mean, what would you say if the person was standing in front of you? And say that. Instagram, the Instagram Messenger has a voice option now, so you can just talk. You can just talk to the person. Same thing on Facebook Messenger, of course. And if you're really just uncomfortable talking, then maybe talk it to yourself so that it sounds like your voice, and then type it. That's an option. But in general, I think scripts sound super salesy. I think they sound they can sound kind of icky. And I think you don't learn a whole lot about having relationships with people if you rely solely on scripts. That's just my opinion, and I know it's not necessarily popular because it's uncomfortable. And I want you to be uncomfortable, right? Yeah, and that's exactly it. Bailey shared a great example. If it makes sense to use that, then use it. If not, don't. I need you to this business isn't hard. So think about just what you would say. Hallie uses her voice, uses their name. Exactly. Feels a little bit less weird, I think, sometimes. Or, I mean, if I do sound awkward, then they know that it's uncomfortable for me too, And I think that's okay too. Awesome, Jeff, driving but sent 15 voice memos through Messenger. That's amazing. Awesome. Look at time. Good, you got about 2 more minutes on invites. Yeah, that's so right. I think, Connie, I want you to know that you're not alone. I like to say, Connie says, I overthink it and then I don't do it. So I think a helpful tip is maybe put on an alter ego. Just maybe pretend you're your upline if you think that your upline is really brave and confident person that you would like to emulate, or just kind of take that deep breath, like Mel Robbins says, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the invite and then run away for a second, and just it's literally that 1 or 2 seconds of bravery to send the invite, and then don't worry about the outcome. Your job, I tell my team this all the time, your job is not to get a yes. Your job is to share what we have to offer and to invite people to it so that they can make an informed decision about what they want for their life. Okay? It is not about getting a yes. It is not your job to get to the yes. It is simply your job to share the information and to send the invite so that people know that it's an option. I would not have the life that I have at all today if my coach would have been afraid to invite me, if she would have robbed me of the choice to choose to become a coach and take this path. So really, it's actually a much more selfish thing to withhold that invite than it is to just get over yourself and send it. Perfect. Love your examples, Bailey. Those are great. Yep. Helena says she closes the combo window as soon as she sends it. I do too. I don't want to know if they're typing back or anything like that. Okay. Next thing that I want to spend some time on, if you're still sending invites, great. But if you're ready to move on with me, let's move on to follow-ups. Okay, if you're a brand new coach and you're just not at the point of having follow-ups yet, I want you to stay with the first two things we did, which was initiate connections and add followers, and then invite more people to join your next challenge group or join a coach sneak peek or whatever it is you're inviting them to, okay? So if you're brand new and you don't have any follow-ups yet, I want you to do more connections and more initial invites, okay? For everybody else, basically, if you've been a coach for more than a week, then I want you to move forward with me and get to those follow-ups, okay? Follow-ups can be a range of things. Sometimes if someone has ghosted me, I will send them a ghost GIF. Just to kind of make them laugh and make them realize, like, hey, I realize you're ignoring me. What's up? Something else I will do when I send follow-ups is just go to their page and make sure that I haven't missed something big that's happened in their life. You know, did they have an injury? Did they lose their job? Did they post something on Facebook that would give me insight as to why maybe they haven't followed up? That way I can follow up appropriately and just reach out and be like, hey, oh my gosh, I saw your news. I'm so sorry. Or, hey, I saw your news. I'm so excited. Whatever the case may be. I think doing a little bit of investigating before you send the follow-up can be really helpful. To pick back up on maybe like a dead conversation. Sometimes a follow-up is just doing your first job as a coach, which is holding people accountable. Hey, you said you wanted to do this. You said this was why, and I haven't seen you follow through yet. So what's going on? What's your hesitation? Give them the opportunity to give you an objection, okay? If people aren't talking, they aren't objecting. And at the very least, you want that objection so you know what their fear is, so you can squash it, so that you can overcome that with them and assure them that you're not going to let them fail. Assure them that the value is there. Assure them that it's risk-free because there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. Whatever their fear is, you want them talking, right? So follow-ups can be asking questions. Follow-ups can be reconnecting. Follow-ups can be something funny. Follow-ups can be just continuing the story. But I want those follow-ups, I want that follow-up game strong. A lot of times people will ask, how many times do I follow up? Until someone says, no, I'm not interested, stop asking, go away. Until that point, I'm going to continue to follow up. Yeah. Any questions about follow-ups as you're sending? Not a water. Everybody's working. Good, you guys are quiet, so that means you're working. Give you about 6 more minutes on this task. And this time I'm going to say, once you've gotten to 10 follow-ups, to drop in a heart emoji to get it to at least 10 follow-ups. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring. I have 3 dogs. They're my support team. and one is sleeping under my desk, and one is next to my desk, and they are both snoring. Yeah, exactly. Anita, that's a really great point. Even if someone says no, a lot of times that no is actually just a not now. So it's always worth asking, okay, I understand now is not a great time. Would it be okay with you if I followed up in a month to see if anything's changed? Um, and yeah, that's a great way to keep people kind of in your funnel, and then just takes out the second guessing of being like, oh, I don't want to bother someone. Well, you know what? You're not bothering them if you're following up with them the way you said you would. Truly, you're proving yourself and your worth as a coach when you do what you said you were going to do. So if you said you were going to check back and then you checked back, that's a trust building exercise with your prospects. They're learning that they can trust you. They're learning that when you say you're going to do XYZ, that they can trust that you're going to do that. So follow-ups are a really great exercise in trust building with your audience. Thank you for reminding me of that, Anita. You guys got 3 more minutes. Drop a heart emoji when you've gotten to 10 follow-ups. So Bridget, I'm sure you've heard this before, but I'm going to remind you that whenever somebody gives you a price objection, it's actually not the price they're objecting to, it's the value. So they simply don't understand how much and what they are getting and what a steal of a deal it is. So I'm not going to do an in-depth training on that right here, but I'm going to tell you, go to YouTube and type in price overcoming price objections, or how to add value, something like that, to get some more training on how to overcome that objection, because it's really not about the price, because if they understood what they were getting for that cost, they would absolutely be blown away. Yes, I do follow up with people that ghost me, Kelly. I send them a ghost emoji, or like if I've checked on their social media and there's no obvious reason why they've ghosted me, I'll try to either do something funny to make them laugh, or I will do a follow-up that's just like, hey, you kind of disappeared on me. What's going on? I mean, follow-ups don't need to be complicated. They can literally be that simple. Hey, Mark. Great job, Amber. You're so welcome, Missy. Going to give you about 1 more minute, guys. Get those follow-ups done. Your goal is to get to at least 10. Yeah, there you go. She did do a great job with that. Kelly mentioned maybe go back to the National Wake Up Call with Kim Fitzpatrick. She talked a lot about adding value. So it's a great one. Yeah. Oh my God, my dogs are so loud. He is so zonked out. I don't blame him. It's raining and cold here. I'd like to be zonked out myself. Yeah, I think overcomplicating it is really, really common. Sometimes a glass of wine helps with that too. I don't know if that message is approved by corporate, but I don't know. It hasn't ever hindered my invite ability. All right, so we're done with follow-ups. The next thing I want everyone to do is, what do we want to do next? Let me see. It's 12:35. Let's do something fun. Real quick, everyone just take some kind of selfie or a boomerang or something. Do something and post to your Instagram stories. Most of you, I'm sure, are on Instagram stories. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're on Facebook stories, whatever. But let's do a really quick social media check-in, letting everybody know what we're doing. So let's see. Hey, Insta, saying hello to you all while I'm here training on the Beachbody Champions page. We're having a lot of fun, and you should totally be joining this party. Maybe you add some hashtags, maybe you do something fun, but everybody go ahead and add something to, I'm with you, Kelly. Anything that involves wine, pretty much gonna be awesome, right? Hi, Kevin. All right, finish adding to your story. All right, just wanted to do something fun there for a second to break things up and to remind you, you should be sharing the work part of your day too, not just the workouts, not just the other stuff, but you should be sharing in your stories every day that we actually do work, right? If you feel like you're constantly just recruiting discount coaches or you're struggling with recruiting, maybe you're not sharing the work portion of what that looks like enough. So hopefully you did that. All right, so now what we're gonna do, now that we did that, let's go ahead and craft a post ahead of time that is gonna talk about what it is we're doing, whatever is on point with your messaging right now. Like I said, my Team Cup group right now is promoting a group called Fall in Love with the Skin You're In. So a lot of my social media this month has been revolved around sharing tips on self-care, positive self-talk, last night I wrote a love letter to myself and shared. So whatever you guys are marketing to right now, I want you to take a moment and just think about what kind of message would make sense. Okay, and I just want you to type it up. Maybe you type it like in an email to yourself and email it to yourself. Maybe you type it up and text it to yourself. But right now, I just want you thinking about the words that you're going to use. And then later, when you get ready to post it, you'll have the rest of the day to find or take a picture that's going to complement the text, whatever it is that you're going to post. And then you can post it tonight. If you're on Instagram, with your insights about what time you should be posting. If you're not on Instagram and you're going to use it on Facebook, I personally find that like pretty much anything I post at like 8 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Standard Time is a really solid time of day to post. Hey, Mary. So go ahead and get to work on crafting a solid social media post. And make sure it has some kind of call to action. Maybe you can throw in the comments just so everybody can kind of learn from each other and get ideas from each other. Why don't you throw in the comments what it is that your social media post is going to be talking about? Is it going to be talking about nutrition? Is it going to be talking about strength? Is it going to be talking about fitness? Is it going to be talking about portion control? Are you going to be talking about self-love? Are you going to be talking about community and tribe, friendships, relationships, marriage, sex? I don't know. What are you going to be talking about? So put that in the comments and get to work crafting your post. You have 10 minutes for that, which I've been talking for a little bit, so we'll see if I give you 10. But share what you're talking about. What are y'all strength gains, non-scale victories, coaching and accountability, inner strength. What else? What else are you guys posting about? You're just crafting your post ahead of time. Who was it? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name. She was on a national wake up call, I think, a few months ago. But she talked about how, or not a few months ago, a few weeks ago, she talked about how if once she typed something up, if she would ask herself, would a top 10 coach post this? And that was kind of her accountability check with herself about her quality and value of what she was posting. So you always want to think, like, does my post educate? Does it entertain, or does it engage? And really and truly, if it doesn't do one of those three things, it probably doesn't fit. Testimonies, yeah, it is Transformation Tuesday, so maybe you're working on a Transformation Tuesday post. Good. Got the double snore going on. Fruit punch release, duh. Yeah, that's a smart one, Suzanne. Perfect, yep. Overcoming fitness objections. Great. Yeah, I think, Amber, that's something so smart as well. I'm so sorry. I forget who it was that was saying that they were getting a lot of price objections. But if you're getting a certain objection a lot, like whether it's price, maybe you get the time objection a lot. Maybe you're someone who just gets the, oh, I like to chew my food objection. Whatever objection you're getting the most, I think it's a brilliant idea to weave in that objection to your whatever you're posting publicly and kind of overcome that objection publicly. The person that you want to see it may or may not, but it basically does a lot of the work for you when you learn to really craft posts that overcome objections within the posts themselves. It makes all of your messaging go a whole lot more smoothly. Essentially, if people have been following you, a lot of their objections, without them even knowing it, will already kind of be washed away, and their confidence in you and our programs and our products or whatever it is that we're offering, a lot of that will already kind of be gone, and it will make the invite process so much easier. So definitely figuring out a way to craft posts to overcome the objection right there within in the post itself. I'll give you about one more minute on that. Also, I'm going to encourage you, if you post a lot about one thing, like if you are constantly posting like nutrition and recipes and stuff like that, I'm going to encourage you to do something different. So if you're always posting about fitness, maybe you post about coaching. If you're always posting about coaching, maybe you post about your challenge groups. If you're always sharing success stories, maybe you talk a little bit more about yourself. Try to change it up a little bit. Give you about 30 more seconds. Give me a thumbs up or something if you have your post written and saved somewhere, either emailed to yourself or texted to yourself, something like that? Give me a thumbs up or a comment. Yeah, anxiety. That's a big one. It's a big one, Bridget. Okay, perfect. I'm seeing lots of thumbs ups. So let's move on. We're going to go to, I'm going to skip this one for a second because in your Success Club system tracker, it has respond to all new likes, comments, or views, which I think is super duper important, but I also think kind of relates back to initiating connections and adding followers and things like that. I also think that that's something that's really super easy to do from your phone when you're doing other things. Like maybe tonight you're watching Sell It Like Sirhan and just responding to people. I know. So I'm going to skip that one for now. Not saying it's not important, not saying you shouldn't do it, but we only have about 15 minutes left. So I want to move on to making sure that we're fulfilling the promise that we made to our challengers, and we move on to number 3, which is get people results. So most of you probably already have something scheduled in your challenge group. So I want you to just pop into your challenge group, check on them, maybe send a one-on-one message to each one of your challengers in Messenger and just either compliment them or call them out if you've kind of been not seeing them as much. Say, hey, I'm not really seeing you in the group. What's up? If they're doing a great job, maybe you compliment them and start planting the seed about coaching. But getting that one-on-one touch from their coach outside of the challenge group is super important. So why don't you, if you haven't posted in your challenge group, do that. But if you have, why don't you just connect and engage with them a little bit? Maybe send them a one-on-one message and make sure you're kind of answering their questions. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes-ish to do that. And I'm going to answer some questions while we wait. Connie. So Connie is asking, I had a girl on Instagram ask for more info back in September, but she hasn't responded to any of the 5 follow-up messages over the past 5 months. Do I continue pursuing her or let her go? I would send one last message on Instagram and say, dude, you asked me for info and you ghosted me. Like, it's okay to tell me no, that you're not interested, or to tell me to go away, but it's really not cool for you not to answer me. So what's up? I would say that. I would also personally do a little research and see if you can find her on another social media platform. So maybe you can find her on Facebook. Maybe she's just not super Instagram aware and doesn't know that the little button up at the top is a message box. I mean, it's possible. It's really and truly possible. So maybe you can find her on another social media platform and connect there. And if you do find her on Facebook, maybe just shoot her a message and say like, hey, we connected on Instagram a while ago. I sent you a couple of messages there because you asked for info and you didn't respond. So I thought I would reach you here. Maybe you would see the message here. So I wouldn't call it completely dead. I would try those last couple of things, Connie, before you cross her off your list. Teresa, that is fabulous. I love that. Not fabulous that you're struggling, but fabulous that you got the support and love you needed from your virtual tribe. Yeah, you're welcome, Connie. Also, while you're connecting with your challengers, I would love for you to just, part of what makes these work sessions great is when we work together. Obviously, we're getting ideas from one another, sharing personal development and what we're doing and questions. So I would also love for you to share just in a sentence or two in the comments, something you're doing right now in your challenge group that's working really, really well. That's either getting people really great results, or creating a little bit more community, or maybe making your job as a coach a little bit more seamless. Whatever the case may be, if you could take just 1 minute out of the next 10 minutes that we're working with our challengers to just post something in the comments and share with everyone what is working for you right now. That would be really appreciated. Thank you guys for staying the course. You can see numbers are just dropping. It's okay. Sometimes people have something else going on that they need to go do, but I appreciate everybody for staying and doing the work if you're still here with me. Helena, I love that. Helena says she's doing weekly shout outs for her challengers, and every Sunday she does leaderboards. Helena, if you feel compelled to share what you're shouting out or what qualifies someone for the leaderboard, that would be awesome. Don't want to take away from your work time, but if you have a moment, would love to hear that. Hallie, I know exactly what you're talking about. I would love if you would drop the picture in the comments. Hallie has one thread for the week where people post their sweaty selfies, food pics, water pics, anything. The more they post, the more entries they get into the weekly prize drawing. It's a small prize, $5 or less. Tons of engagement, 100 plus comments per week. Her girls are loving it. So Hallie, share that picture. I love that. If you would, if you don't mind. Karen says what's working for her is posting a quick 2-minute video every morning, either a pep talk or a modified recipe. Engagement is incredible. So are you going, Karen, are you going live or is it pre-recorded? I would love to know that. Amber is utilizing both the Facebook group and the tracker app. She's went down to just using the app, and it's saving her a lot of time not trying to manage both. Yes, okay, so she's let go of the Facebook group and is using the app exclusively. I have heard some rumblings that there are going to be some pretty cool improvements to the My Tracker Challenge app. I don't know if that's true or when, but I've heard some talk of that. So maybe if you've been toying with the tracker app, maybe now is the time to make the move. So Kimberly is talking about how to lose love handles and back fat. She's posting one idea a day. So you're obviously speaking to a super specific market. Love that. Kate McD has the most amazing challenge groups ever. So she's doing weekly themes, which is really fun. Her challenge groups are super duper fun, but don't bother her. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to say like an example or something, that would be really cool. Oh, Shazza, thank you. If that was for me. So Karen says those videos that she's posted are pre-recorded, which is awesome because then, of course, she can reuse them, and they're scheduled for 6 a.m. Eastern, so people see them first thing in the morning when they wake up. Okay, so Helena's sharing the idea from Letty. So shout out boards and early birds, so people that work out before 8 a.m. local, weekend warriors, people who work out at least once over the weekend, superstars, people that track 5 workouts or 5 shakes a week. That's awesome. Oh, you are so welcome, Kate. I just know that you rock challenge groups, and I wish I had your mind for them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shazza. Yeah, Kate McD is amazing. Awesome. Feels really good to connect with your challengers, right? I think this is probably the main reason most of you love coaching. So I kind of course, saved the best for last. I like to order my action hours with maybe some of our scariest or maybe our least favorite stuff first, and then kind of reward ourselves with maybe our favorite things last. Awesome. We've got 5 minutes left. So I want to make sure that you touch on recognition. And I think it'd be really, really fun if you recognized someone right here. So comment in the comments below a really heartfelt shout out to someone, of course, who is in this group. There's over 100,000 people in here, so chances are the coach you want to shout out is in here. So tag them and give them a really heartfelt shout out in the comments below. Let's finish on that really high note of gratitude and recognition, because while recognition maybe sounds like a weird word, I think gratitude is ultimately what that recognition is about. So if you could share some love, some gratitude, I would love to see it. There's 40 of you still on here, so I'm hoping to see 40 comments tagging and someone to recognize and shout out. Oh, you're so welcome, Teresa. Yeah, I love these action hours. I've been a coach for 9 years, and you guys, I make it a priority to be on these every single week. In the rare occasion that I'm not on live, I watch the recording, because even 9 years in, every single time I will take away a little something that someone says or does differently, or their passion just hits me in the feels or something, right? So I just love that corporate is offering these, and really think that that's a really cool thing. So I'm going to read a couple of these. Hallie's shouting out Shelby. She's in her first month of coaching and is showing up daily on social media. Wow, can we get a whoop whoop for that? I see 4 this month. Amazing. And I know Teresa got some encouragement today, and so she's shouting out Pamela for encouraging her. Oh, this is great. I love these. Someone's coming back from an injury. Love that. Oh, Jessa, you're Diana Wright. Okay. Oh, she is the best. I will agree. Diana's amazing. Amazing. Oh, these are so awesome. Oh, Sarah. I love you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, it was deleted. Don't delete it. Okay. Sarah, you deleted your comment. I want it back. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, Connie, take a shot and send invites. I don't know. I told a coach of mine I know that she likes, I think it's either whiskey or bourbon. I was like, have a drink, send all your invites, and then close your computer and run away. Come back a little bit later and see what happens. Chances are it's not as scary as you think. Oh, yay. Suzanne McIntosh is fabulous, and I am not surprised in the least to hear that she was encouraging. Oh, these are great. Oh, so many shout outs. Love it, love it, love it. Doesn't it feel good to give a little recognition? I know it's one of my favorite things to do in this business. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. If you're watching the replay, thank you for making it a priority to get your action hour in. Use these as many times as you need. I mean, obviously this action hour will be here for a while, so maybe you go back and do it again tomorrow with your team. If that's the accountability that you need, if that's the timing that you need, you can replay these as many times as you like. I hope that it was helpful. I am an open book, so if you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. I just thank you so much for being here, and I honor and respect you so much for putting this time and energy into your business. I am here to tell you I have never been a top coach. I've never been a top recruiter. I've never been top sales. I really run at my own pace, and yet here I am 9 years later with a really successful business on my own terms. So I just want to encourage you to know and define what success looks like for you, and then work your butt off for it every single day, because when you achieve your desired level of success, there is nothing that is as rewarding. So stay the course, you guys. Keep your head up and keep trucking, because this is an amazing place to be. You are in the right place. So thanks for being on today, guys, and I will see you maybe on the cruise, right? Bye, guys.